As cosmic Proverbs 18 deep inside the bustling wormhole junction of Nexus Drift, a chaotic hub where trade convoys from a dozen sectors converged, freighters docked amid flickering holograms, and rumors spread faster than light. Kira Voss captained a small salvage team aboard the Echo Runner. They pieced together a living by scavenging derelict hulks floating in the nearby debris clouds, selling parts to the endless stream of passers through. The crew was tight-knit, but tensions simmered. Dax, the hot-headed mechanic, had grown increasingly distant, skipping shared meals in the mess hall and holing up in the engine bay with his own schemes for a big solo score. "Why split credits 5 ways when I can handle it alone?" he'd mutter when pressed. One cycle, a slick off-world broker approached Dax privately in the junction's crowded bazaar, whispering about a hidden cache of rare power cells on an abandoned station coreward. "Enough to buy his own ship," he said. Dax bit hard. He started slipping tools and fuel cells from the Echo Runner's stores, planning his quiet exit. Kira's aunt, Mara, an older navigator who'd mapped half the known routes in her younger days, lived aboard as the ship's quiet medic and logkeeper. She moved through the corridors like a gentle current, patching scrapes, brewing herbal infusions from hydroponic scraps, and listening more than she spoke. Mara had always carried a deep respect for the one who charted the stars themselves, the true source of any real guidance worth following. When Mara noticed the missing supplies, she didn't confront Dax outright. Instead, she found Kira in the observation lounge, staring at the swirling traffic outside. "Going it completely alone usually just leads to chasing what feels good in the moment," she said softly, resting a hand on the viewport frame. "It cuts you off from the kind of clear thinking that comes from bouncing ideas off others." Kira sighed. "Dax has been pulling away for weeks, thinks he knows better than the rest of us." Later, when Dax boasted in the mess about how pointless it was to hear everyone out. "I don't need lectures, just my own gut," Mara added quietly over her tea. "People who only want to spout off their own views miss out on actually getting smarter. Real insight comes from listening, digging deeper." The crew started hearing whispers from the junction. The broker who'd tempted Dax was known for double-crossing lone operators, leaving them stranded with empty promises. Gossip spread like wildfire through the docks, juicy stories about failed solo runs that went down easy but left deep scars. One evening, as a heated argument brewed over Dax's secret plans, he lashed out with sharp words that cut deep. Mara pulled Kira aside. "Running your mouth without thinking drags you into fights you could avoid, and those tasty bits of rumor people love sharing. They sink in deep and cause real damage before you know it." Dax pushed ahead anyway, slipping off the ship one night with the stolen gear, but his sure thing fell apart fast. The broker vanished, the station coordinates led to a raider trap, and Dax barely escaped with his life, hull breached and credits gone. Meanwhile, the Echo Runner crew stuck together through a tough salvage run. When a rival team tried to claim their find first, spinning a one-sided story over open comms, Kira held back. "The first one to tell their side always sounds convincing," she told the crew, echoing Mara's calm advice. "Wait till you hear the rest. It changes everything." They listened to the rivals' full pitch, spotted the holes, and negotiated a fair split instead of escalating into a dock brawl. Credits flowed steady, bonds grew stronger. Dax limped back weeks later, humbled and broke. The crew didn't turn him away. Over shared repairs, Mara said gently, "Holding on to pride sets you up for a hard crash, but staying open and humble lifts you back up. And when trouble hits, leaning on the solid foundation, the ways of the one who made all this, keeps you safe, like a fortress that never fails. Money might feel secure, but it's just an illusion." As the Echo Runner undocked from Nexus Drift once more, crew whole and course clear, Dax started joining meals again. Real friends, it turned out, stuck closer than blood in the cold void, offering strength that carried through any storm. A cosmic retelling of the timeless wisdom of the Lord, shared by King Solomon in Proverbs 18.